Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Missy Money channel. I'm Missy, I'm a mom of 3 and the owner of Missy Money, a small business that specializes in minimalist and aesthetic cash stuffing essentials to help inspire and motivate you on your personal finance and budgeting journey. Today, I'm going to be cash stuffing my 3rd paycheck of January, including variable expenses, sinking funds, and savings challenges. Stay tuned. So time for my 3rd paycheck and pay period of January, and as always, I'm going to go ahead and start by seeing what's left over in my wallet from this past pay period and deciding if I'm going to unstuff those funds and contribute them to savings challenges or roll them over into the next pay period. So I was fully spent on groceries, nothing to unstuff there. Eating out actually had a good bit left. I had $60 left, so I will go ahead and unstuff that. Gas I did fill up. I had $8 left over, so we'll just start clean on gas and unstuff that. Spending money looks like $20 left. I will go ahead and unstuff that. Say yes was fully spent. Be kind. I did not give out. I'm going to go ahead and roll that over into the next pay period. And then miscellaneous, I had $31 left. We'll go ahead and unstuff that. I'm not at the end of the month yet, so I will go ahead and continue to use my spent envelope for the rest of this month. And that will be it for unstuffing my wallet. So let me go ahead and pop that to the side. All of this cash will just pop into the cash tray until it's time to contribute to savings challenges towards the end of this video. All right, guys, so I did go ahead and check in with my digital budget planner just to see if there was anything I wanted to change in terms of my contributions for this paycheck. There were a couple of things that I moved around a bit, just especially with a couple of my new categories. I want to make sure that I kind of have the right amounts going in to feel good about building those up, especially my long-term sinking funds, but did come up with a plan that I felt pretty good about. And then once that was all set, I went ahead and transferred that over onto my cash planning notepad. I love just having this off to the side. I think it's really easy to sort of view and make sure that I am staying on track as I go through my cash stuffing. So I'm just going to go ahead and have this right off to the side as I do this cash stuffing. I will be cash stuffing $1,650 today, and I just used a teller slip to go get the denominations that I needed. So I will go ahead and pop this into the cash tray. I hope you all are having a wonderful week and a wonderful start to the new year. I can't believe that we are on the 3rd paycheck of January. That is banana pants. This month is gonna fly because even though I am now technically out of season for work, we have a bunch of family birthdays coming up. Our birthdays are kind of bang, bang, bang all in a row. So we've got a lot of planning to do for our family birthdays coming up, which is awesome. It's a lot of fun. All right, so now that I've got my cash ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and jump back into my wallet and just get my variable expenses set for the week. So starting with groceries, I'm gonna go ahead and do $250 for groceries. This is what I've been doing and it's felt pretty good. It definitely gets eaten up if we do a Costco trip. We don't do a Costco trip every single week, but when we do, it is really hard to get out of there for less than $200 just with the staples that we get. So so like I said, not an every week stop, but when we do, I definitely drain into that and sometimes even go into miscellaneous. Eating out is going to get $150. We have been pretty good about this lately. Really only eating out for probably like 2 meals a week. We've been, thank you, Dan. We have been pretty good about eating at home. All right, gas. Gas is getting $50 for the week. I just filled up, so I'm not sure that I'll use that, but if I don't, I can roll it over into next week. Spending is going to get $50 as well. Say yes will get a 50 as well. Say yes is essentially spending money for the kids, so like to have that on hand if we decide to go to a play place or just, you know, be able to say yes to something for them. And then be kind, I'm gonna add a $5, so I'll have 2 to give away this week. And then miscellaneous will do 50. All right, and that is it for my wallet for the week. Next will be long-term sinking funds. So let's go ahead and pop in here, starting with insurance. Insurance is getting $30 this week. So that will put insurance at 50, 70, 90, 100, 110. Home is getting $40 this week. which will put home at 1,000, 1,500, 20, 40, 60, 80. So $15.80 in home. Car is getting $15. So car now has 1,000, 10, 20, 25, 30. So 1,030. I think my fully funded for this is going to be $2,000, but we'll see. All right, subscriptions is getting $10. And so subscriptions now has 50, 60, 70, 75. Even though that's on the lower side, I just renewed a bunch of our annual subscriptions, so we'll have a good bit of time to start building that one back up. Annual passes is getting $15. So annual passes now has 100, 10, 20, 25, 30. School is getting $25. So school now has 100, 200, 20, 40, 45, 50. So $250. And then family tickets is getting $25 as well. So family tickets now has 100, 200, 20, 40, 45, 50. So $250 as well. And that's it for my long-term sinking funds. Next, we will pop into short-term sinking funds. All right, so starting with shopping. Shopping is going to be getting $40 this week. So shopping now has 100, 150, 170, 190, $200. Clothing is getting $30 this week. So clothing now has 100, 200, 20, 40, 50, 60. Good amount in there. I do need to pick up like a couple of just long sleeve basics for the girls. Mav's in a really good spot, but we are running low on shirts that are fitting the girls. They're just like right on that borderline of just be, you know, really they should move up to the next size. And so they've outgrown a lot of what is in their closet just for everyday play, school kind of things. And I've been trying to like wait out the season, but we're starting to look like we're sending them with a midriff top on to their preschool classes. So it's probably time to just get a couple extra basics just to get us through the rest of the season. All right, date night. Date night's getting $20. So that will put date night at $50. Family fun is getting $40 this week. So family fun's now at 100, 200, 20, 40. Good amount in there. Game day is going to get $20. So game day now has $90. Self-care is getting $20 as well. So self-care now has 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. Lola and Luna. Let me flip my page over here, guys. Hold on one second. Lola and Luna are getting $40. We just had to pull a big one from this one. So we had pulled like a massive amount a few weeks ago just for their checkups. That led to some blood work. And then that blood work led to some additional testing, including an ultrasound, which is not cheap. So I think we just pulled almost $400 from this one. So I'm glad we're stuffing this at a higher amount because I think we'll continue to need to lean on this one. So Lola and Luna now have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 5, 10. I might even need to dip into oops, just depending on where this testing and medication goes, but hopefully not. All right, gifts is getting $30. So gifts now has 50, 70, 90, 100, 110. Mav's OT is getting $40. So it now has 90. And then Be Like Auntie is getting $20, so that will now be up to $50. And then Oops is getting $40 as well. So that will now have 120, 40, 60, 80, 210, 15, which is a good amount. All right, guys, that is it for my short-term sinking funds. So let's now go ahead and reorganize my cash tray here to get ready for my savings challenges. Got a 20, 10, I know we've got a few singles. Ooh, that singles see better days. 50 and a 10, okay. Hop into my 12-month savings challenge just so we can get that one squared away. And I think I'm gonna do, this is my new binder in the system, and holy smokes, it like needs to be broken in. All right, we're gonna do 200 and what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's do 200 and I've got enough 50s. Let's do $250. So no, I can't do a 50. I need a multiple of 20. So we're gonna do $240. I lied. So that will be 12 symbols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, guys. Normally, I'd be a little bit concerned about where we are in this challenge, but because January is a magic month, we've got that extra time, so I feel good about being able to finish that one out. I also am going to be doing a bonus cash stuffing with my YouTube earnings from July through December. I'm going to film that one later this week, so that'll be another opportunity for me to finish that one out. So pretty good shape for the January Savings Challenge. Next, let's go into holidays. So, New Year's we spent and popped to the back, so we've got that one in the very back now. So we'll go ahead and pop the singles into Valentine's Day here. I've got 4 singles, so we'll put them all in there. We can fill out 2 symbols. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish. This is usually like my ones, just disposal. Garbage disposal. And I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to finish it on time if I just keep doing one. So at some point I might need to actually contribute to finish that one out, but that's okay. St. Patty's Day is a ones challenge as well. Easter, we could do something with here. Why not? We can finish out the row. So I did want to mention, somebody left a really helpful comment that on some of the symbols when I started these challenges, that I was not coloring in a piece that was big enough for you all to see it on camera. And as I looked back at the video, I think for some of them that was fair. So Easter was one of those challenges. I was only coloring in the cute little bunny tails. And so I decided to go back and color in the ears too, because it's still pretty quick, and hopefully you can see that better. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that better. So I fixed that on most of the trackers that I think that was happening on, but we are almost funded for Easter, which is great. I don't think I'm gonna do anything for these challenges. I am gonna pop back here and give my normal contribution to Christmas. That will continue to be a thing. Every time. And then I think I'm also gonna just kind of stay true to doing a contribution to the big game when I can as well. So we will do that and finish out this row. Not going this year, but we'll start saving for next year. Try to will it into existence. So with my team out of the big playoff race, I know that there are lots of fans of lots of different teams on this channel. So tell me who I should root for in this playoff race. If you are a fan of a different team, I'd love to know what team you're rooting for, and maybe we'll go with the highest number of votes I will root for. We'll see. Some teams, to be honest, I'll probably never be able to bring myself to root for them, but some of the teams, I like the teams that are in that haven't won a playoff game for a while, that feel like underdogs. It's kind of what I'm going for right now, but we'll see if anybody can convince me otherwise. All right, for birthdays, mine is fully funded. My tracker is blank though, because it is going to be spent here soon. So I didn't want to just fill it all out just to fill it all out, but I will. It is fully funded. I'll spend that here in the next week or so. Mav's birthday is fully funded. I've started pulling from that. His party's also fully funded. Started pulling from that. Callie's birthday party, I think I am going to finish out here. So let's go ahead, because I will need to put the deposit down to hold her date. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do 250s for that so we can finish this one out. All right, so that will be $500 ready to go for Callie's party. Callie has decided that she wants a K-pop Demon Hunters party. So that has lasted, that fascination has lasted in our house. So we're going to go with it. That's what she wants. All right, so we should have $500 here. 100, 2, 3, 4, 455, which is great. Ready to go. All right, and I think I'm gonna do we'll do $40 towards Dan's birthday, which will be 4 symbols here. That puts that in a pretty good spot. And I think that's all I'm going to do for birthdays this week. And then last, we'll go into the 1 month ahead savings challenge. I think I'm going to do this one last every week in this new flow, because this is kind of my what's left challenge. There's not really a, timeline or a deadline on this one. So I can kind of take it as it's available. So I am going to do one contribution to mortgage. Mortgage for me is $60 per symbol. So we'll go ahead and get one of those colored in. It's my biggest kind of single challenge in the 1 month ahead savings challenge. So try to make a contribution there anytime I can. All right, so let's just go through. Now, I will say I put a goal against each of these challenges. In some cases, I just rounded up. Like, I don't need as much as what is really in there. But I'd rather kind of be on that end of the spectrum. And I like when I've got challenges like this, I like going for some of the bigger challenges first. Ooh, debt. So debt, this is actually what I decided to do for the amount here is not a single payment, but actually multiple payments, because I'm trying, once I fully fund this, I'm really trying to get rid of my last of my student loans here as soon as I can in 2026. So I am going to go ahead and see how much I can do here. 25 a piece. I can get 5 of these symbols filled. So let's go ahead and do a whole row here. All right. So was a good start to that one. And then it looks like I have got $20 left. So we'll look for a $10 or a $20 challenge here. And as soon as we find one, kids are $10. So we will go ahead and do 2 symbols for kids. All right, I think for the teddy bears, I'm gonna fill in the feet. I'm gonna make sure you all can see that on camera. Oh yeah, that should be good. I always appreciate like the comments and feedback that you guys leave, because sometimes I can't see or just, you know, don't have the same perspective you do. So if there's ever anything in the video where you're wondering about something or have a question, or, you know, wish I would do something a little bit of a different way to make it easier for you to view or understand, please leave a comment, because I may not be able to address all of them, but the ones that I can address, I definitely want to make sure that I do. So thank you for the person that left that comment asking for the icons to be more visible, and hopefully that has been helpful as you've watched this one. All right, that is it for savings challenges. And that's it for this video, guys. So as always, I just want to take a moment to thank you all so much for the way that you support me on this journey, for leaving sweet comments that are just, you know, moments of support and words of encouragement. It truly means so much to me. For those of you that are subscribers, thank you so much. You truly don't know how much it helps to have subscribers on the channel. And for those of you that keep coming back to watch these videos and just watch my journey, I couldn't be more appreciative, truly. For those of you that are on your own personal finance journey, as always, I want to wish you a simple budget, a calm mind, and a happy life. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one, which will be a bonus cash stuffing for my YouTube earnings from the second half of 2025.